He's not the tallest. He's not the loudest. He doesn't give long speeches about hope. And yet, when things go wrong, when titans break through the walls, when everyone else is afraid, there's only one name people whisper: Levi, humanity's strongest soldier. But strength isn't why Levi Ackerman became one of the most popular anime characters of all time. It's something much deeper. From the moment he appears in Attack on Titan, Levi feels different. Calm, controlled, efficient. While others panic, he calculates. While others scream, he moves. His fighting style is surgical, precise, almost artistic. The way he cuts through titans doesn't feel wild, it feels intentional. But here's what makes him fascinating. Levi never fights to look cool. He fights because someone has to. That quiet responsibility is what separates him from typical overpowered characters. He doesn't want the spotlight. He carries the burden instead. Levi wasn't born a hero. He was born in the underground city, a place filled with poverty, crime, and forgotten people. He grew up surrounded by filth, hunger, and survival instincts. His mother died when he was young. He was left alone in a world that didn't care if he lived or died. That kind of childhood doesn't create optimism, it creates sharp awareness. Later, he was taken in and trained by Kenny Ackerman. And that training wasn't gentle, it was brutal, practical, ruthless. Levi learned one thing early in life: if you hesitate, you die. That lesson shaped everything about him. There are strong characters in anime, there are stoic characters, there are tragic characters. But Levi combines all three without exaggeration. He's short in stature, yet dominates every battlefield. He barely raises his voice, yet commands absolute authority. He rarely smiles, yet inspires fierce loyalty. He doesn't lead through charisma, he leads through competence. And competence is rare. His obsession with cleanliness isn't just a quirk, it reflects control. Levi grew up in filth and chaos. Now he controls his environment as much as possible. When the world is unstable, controlling small things becomes survival. That detail makes him feel real. Here's the surprising truth. Levi isn't popular just because he's powerful. He's popular because he's emotionally restrained. He doesn't break down publicly. He doesn't seek comfort. He doesn't demand recognition. Instead, he processes pain internally. And many people relate to that. How many of us have lost something but still had responsibilities the next day? How many of us kept moving forward because others depended on us? Levi loses comrades over and over again. Yet he keeps leading, not because he's heartless, but because he understands that stopping helps no one. That quiet endurance is deeply human. One of Levi's most defining traits is decision-making. He understands something painful. There are no perfect choices in war, only choices you must live with. He once said that the only thing we can do is believe we won't regret the decision we make. That line summarizes his philosophy. He doesn't promise victory, he promises effort. He doesn't promise survival, he promises responsibility. And that mindset makes him powerful in a different way. Strength isn't muscles, it's accountability. Levi doesn't run from consequences, he carries them. Fans don't just admire Levi, they trust him. In a chaotic world full of betrayal, shifting morals, and collapsing systems, Levi stays consistent. His standards don't change. His loyalty doesn't waver. He doesn't pretend to be morally perfect. He knows he has blood on his hands. But he accepts it, that honesty is rare. And in storytelling, consistency builds attachment. Levi doesn't try to be inspirational. He becomes inspirational by doing what must be done. So what can we actually learn from him? First, discipline beats talent. Levi didn't become the strongest overnight. It was repetition, precision, focus. Second, you don't need loud confidence to be powerful. Calm competence speaks louder than ego. Third, pain doesn't have to define your future. Levi's childhood could have destroyed him. Instead, it sharpened him. And finally, you don't always get to choose your circumstances, but you always choose how you respond. Levi Ackerman isn't just humanity's strongest soldier. He's proof that resilience can exist without noise, that leadership can exist without speeches, that strength can exist without cruelty, and maybe that surviving quietly is sometimes the bravest thing of all. If Levi has ever inspired you, comment your favorite Levi moment below. And remember, true strength isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the one who stands firm when everything falls apart. Subscribe for more deep anime investigations.